Hello, everyone. Welcome to Job Club number 4, week 4. That means we've been doing this for a month. I'm super excited to be here with you today. By the time you get this, it's going to be early Friday. It's like midnight while I'm recording this. It's been a busy day for me. I want to know how everyone's doing, how everyone's week is going. I hope everybody's week is being productive and you're doing a lot of things to help better yourself and to move forward in your employment endeavors. So, as I always start, a few house cleaning things. I work really hard to make sure that everyone is being served the best way I can. Part of me being able to help you is if you help me help you. Yes? So people are constantly asking me for interview assistance, right? Interview on the phone, interview virtually now, and face-to-face interviews. I can honestly say that not one individual, not one person has sent me any video. Not one. Not one. I cannot look at your video and give you any pointers if you don't send me a video. It's just simple science. Now, you can probably see in my background, I have books to my left, books to my right. We're redoing our library, but you should make sure that your background is not like this. So it'd be nice if you let me see, so I can be like, hey, your background's cluttered like mine was when I did Job Club. And you can be like, oh man, because sometimes you don't even notice the stuff. Because you're so used to it being right there. We got books all over the place right now because we're rearranging our library. And our library has well over 100 books. So with that being said, please, pretty please, I am working on a major project. I am actually trying to set up a virtual hiring event or job, like a virtual job club with an employer who's willing to hire or interview on the spot. And I'm not going to feel comfortable putting people on in front of employers on video if I don't know how you're going to present yourself the day of it. And that's just honest. So until I start seeing some example videos of people just answering, I just want 2 questions. Just 2 questions answered. Why should I hire you? And how dedicated are you going to be to this job while we're in the middle of this pandemic? Those are the only 2 questions that I want answered. Period. Point blank. I want to do 2. I'm actually going to add 1. So I want the video answering the question. And I'm also going to ask you to send me a voice recording, just so I can hear how you would answer the question. And this is how it would go. Since it's not a real conversation, I just want you to say, hi, my name is Samantha, and I'm interviewing for the position of healthcare aide. The reason why you should hire me is because da 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 da. I can guarantee that I will be dedicated to this position during this pandemic because da 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 da. And then at the end, don't just stop recording. Say something like, thank you for your time. I look forward to hearing from you. And then in the recording, and then send it to me. It could be a 3 to 5 minute voice message. And you can text that to me. You can send it to me. I give everyone my phone number so I know everyone has it. So can you please send me the video and send me a voice recording just so I can hear it and see it so I can provide the best assistance for you. That's all. I'm really trying to help. I really want everyone who's watching this to succeed, and I really want everybody to be as comfortable as they can be. These are some really interesting times, and I want to make sure that everybody is comfortable where they are while doing what we need to do. Okay, I love you. It's all from love. So next thing on the list is, from what I'm understanding, all the stimulus checks went out, and everybody seems to have gotten theirs. And if you're waiting for an actual physical check, that you may be still waiting. But whatever the case may be, I want to give you a suggestion on what you should do with some of your money. And I know it's not my place. You can buy whatever you want to buy with your money. But I think it would be a really great investment in yourself if you take $60, right, out of $1,200 if you're single, and $1,200 plus $500 for every kid you got, depending on what happened with you. Take $60 and go get certified as a CPR person. You can take the classes online. Go through the American Heart Association website. They have virtual classes right now. And the most expensive one, they're really expensive ones, like that's $100, $200, $300. Those are for healthcare professionals, like doctors and nurses and stuff like that, or medical assistants. But you can get the ones that are $55, $60. They even have a $35 one. These are for people who work in non-healthcare roles, so that you still have it in case the emergency pops up. You're able to aid and assist. Please go to the American Heart Association and invest in yourself and get the license. The class is not that long. It's online. You can do it through your phone, on your tablet, on your Chromebook, whatever you may have. You should be able to do the class. You watch videos. I've seen it. I took mine in person, but I have seen the virtual class. There's a teacher there, and they show you how to do compressions, and you can actually practice at home. They tell you to get something, and you can practice. You watch videos, you learn the definitions. It's pretty. It's cool. It's cool to have, and it's cool to do. So I recommend that. And when you do that, you actually are going to open up doors for you to do non-medical trained healthcare positions. So like home health aides, working in a hospital. You don't need it to be like a janitor or a food safety person in the hospital, but it's still good to have, because they will be more willing to cross-train you into other positions if you have those little certificates like CPR certification. Okay, that's my only suggestion. You do what you want with your money. It's your money. But nobody, as a business owner, a business service representative, no one is going to invest in you when you don't invest in you. So one thing that you can do for yourself is just take the CPR course. It's not going to hurt. It doesn't take forever. And the little card that you get, it's like it lasts for 2 years. And if you divide 60 into 2 years, which is 24 months, that it pays for itself just to have it as long as you have it. So I definitely recommend that you do that. If you have any questions navigating that, let me know, and I can help you navigate that. And I just really hope some people decide to do that. I think that was a really inexpensive way of getting you a little certification that would allow you to work in non-healthcare certification fields. So like home health aid, activity aid, so aides. So like CNAs get aides. So you will be helping out with that, and like working in nursing homes where they play games or you help them around. They want you to have that just to be safe for everyone. It's always a just in case factor. So please think about it. $60. That's it. It's the most one. I've seen some for 35, 55. I've seen some for 60. So just $60. Not a big deal. Invest in yourself. Okay. Next topic that I want to discuss. The Job Club packet. Ooh, it was a big one, right? It's 90, according to how my tablet pulls it up, it says it's 96 pages. And I don't know, honestly, how many of you are actually scrolling through 96 pages of resources and job orders. That's the word I'm looking for. Yay. So I actually want to go through a few of them, talk about them a little bit, some of the benefits of those positions, and ask anybody if they, suggest that you should maybe apply for some, and if you need help, how I can assist you with that. 1 second. Okay, so the first one that I want to talk about is the correction officer position. The starting salary for a correctional officer, which is the officers that work inside of the juvenile detentions and the prisons, Not the federal building, because we have a federal prison downtown. That's a fun fact about Chicago that a lot of people do not know. But there is a federal prison in Chicago. I do not believe that the Illinois Department of correction officers would work in a federal building. I think that's a different position. But the corrections officer's starting salary is $42,432 starting out in the year. Okay. The requirements for the position is that you have to be 18 years or older, a valid driver's license, high school diploma or GED, be a U.S. citizen, or authorized alien with proof of permanent resident card. You have to speak, read, and write English fluently, and that's it. It's a state job, so that means it's when you get in the door, you stay. It's almost like a city job, you know. It's one of those. I got a good job, you can make it a career, you get increases. Now, of course, there are pros and cons to everything. So, of course, a correctional officer is a dangerous job. You're working inside the prisons with criminals. So, if you don't have the heart for it, don't apply. But it's one of the better paying jobs that you do not have to have a higher degree to do. I do recommend it. I have friends who started off in that position and are now full-blown state detectives and state officers. There's room to grow. They'll help you go back to school if you want to go get college credits, and you can become a Chicago cop because you need 60 college credit hours to apply to be a Chicago cop. I say to just go and take the exam. The exam is free, and what could it hurt? And with COVID happening right now, you have some time to go get your driver's license or get your driver's situation together, because at this point, I believe that they're just, if anything, it doesn't say on the flyer, but they might still be doing testing, and that might be it until COVID is fully over. So you have time to basically try to figure out what's going on with your license and see if you can get it fixed or what have not. Or just, talk about it with your family. See if it's something that they think would be good for you. Sometimes hearing the perspective from someone you love and care about will, help you make your decision. There's no age maximum, so it doesn't look like you can't, because some law enforcement positions, after a certain age, they don't recommend that you apply because of the physical, emotional, and psychological strain that gets put on you. Excuse me. Some of the benefits are the competitive wage. So when you hear the term competitive wage, that means that if you have experience, you could possibly make a little bit more, and there's definitely room to grow. That's exactly what that means when you hear competitive wage. You are eligible for health, vision, and dental insurance. You get 10 vacation days starting. So that means when you start off, when you get hired and you get your uniform and you get your badge, you automatically have 10 vacation days starting off. You get 12 sick days a year, 3 personal days a year, and I am not totally sure what the upward mobility program is, but you can be a part of that. So I say that that's something that you should definitely consider. There is a security company hiring that I'm gonna recommend if you're interested in that to actually go apply for as well. I'm trying to get to it so I can talk about it a little bit more. Admiral Security is hiring. And it's being organized by the Chicagoland retail and hospitality sector. So the way that you all need to start applying for these jobs that are in the job club packet is that some of the job orders have an email that you are supposed to send your resumes to. So when you send your resumes to them, you're supposed to say which center you come from. So that means that you're supposed to say, I'm from Little Village Center, Central State Center, and you're supposed to put the who the BSR is, which is me. So if you're not 100% sure about how that's supposed to work, and what I just said was not clear, so when you email your resume to the person that you're trying to, work with, you can CC me in that email so that I know that you're applying, so I can help keep track of the jobs that you're applying for so that I can report it to my superiors so everyone knows that you all are being assisted. This is how we keep track, okay? So the things for the Admiral Security, they expect you to have a valid permanent employee registration card, a PERT card, issued by Illinois Department of Professional Regulations. The state of Illinois 20-hour training certificate, must be able to pass a drug test and a background check. Must have security or customer service experience. So everybody has customer service experience. We talked about this before in the office. Everybody has customer service experience. Now, if you think it's customer service experience or not, you may not have. But no matter what role you play, no matter where you work, you could be a janitor or you can be a CEO executive. You have to have customer service. That's just what it is. Now, investing, if you're into security and that's something that you really want to do, then another thing, I can't keep suggesting stuff, but another good investment for yourself, if security is the route that you think you want to go, invest in going to a PERT card class. Look where they are and put the money to the side so when COVID is over, you can take one so you can apply for security officer positions. It's not a bad thing. It's not a geek move. It's just, it's investing in yourself. But on the other side of that, I believe, please don't quote me, but I believe if there is something that is supposed to lead to a job, then the adult program may have funds to help you pay to get it. So you need to check with Vaughn or Sharon about that, okay? Because I think this is a big THINK, big one, all caps. If getting a PERT card will lead to you getting employment, then they might pay for you to get the PERT card. That's what I mean by that. So please, if you're interested in applying for the Admiral Security Service position, please send me an email, Ms. Vaughn, Ms. Sharon an email, and tag me and CC me in that email asking if that was something that Central States Center can help pay for you to get a PERT card if you desire to get a PERT card so you can apply for this position. Because even though you can't apply right now for this, if you don't have a PERT card, from my understanding, Admiral is always hiring, and there's a couple of other security spots that I have in my back pocket that is looking for PERT card recipients. So if you're interested in security, this may be something for you. Okay? So that's that. I would like for everybody to take a little while to tell me what they think about the job club. Do they find that some of the jobs that are posted are helpful? Do they find that they're not helpful? Do you have trouble navigating through the packet? Just talk to me about it. Tell me how you feel. I'm really excited to hear about that, and so I can talk about it with everybody else on the team to see how we can improve or tell everybody how awesome we are because we are doing it the best. So the United States Postal Service is hiring. I did put a link out about that already. It's still posted. So the thing with this is it's only post offices in the suburbs. I will read those suburbs to you. Harvey, Illinois, Berwyn, Illinois, Calumet City, Chicago Heights, Dalton, Frankfort, Hazelcrest, Homewood, LaGrange, Lansing, Bolingbrook, Romeoville, Midlothian, New Lenox, Oak Forest, Orland Park, Polson, Robbins, South Holland, Tinley Park, Willow Springs, and Worth. All in Illinois, all south. If you drive and you feel like it's worth that investment, then I say go for it. There's an exam that has to be taken, of course, to be a post office worker. The starting salary is $17.29 per hour, paid bi-weekly. And if anybody would like more information on that, this is a very long job order. So if you want information on that, I will send it to you so you can read it for yourself. But I will say that they do require you to have to be able to meet their physical requirements, and some of that is being able to physically and efficiently perform duties of the position with or without reasonable accommodation. So, if you have pre-existing health concerns, you may or may not, which is what it's saying, get provisions and accommodations to help you do your job. So you have to know that you are physically capable of doing the job, even if they are not willing to give you accommodations for that physical restraint. Okay? Something I want people to keep on their forefront when they hear about postal jobs. People hear about postal jobs and they get excited, but they don't think about some of the small details. That's why I pointed that out. Safe Haven is hiring for landscapers. There was an orientation that just passed. But they are still hiring, but we're still waiting to hear when the next orientation will be. But it's a $13 an hour. Excuse me, a $13 per hour position, and they're located 2501 West Taylor Street. So when we get the word for the next landscaping orientation, I will definitely let you know. But if you are interested in landscaping, please let me know. I'm always looking for people who are sure of the industry or the field that they're trying to get into, because that's where I can focus my efforts. Okay? I'm gonna go through a few more. Just a few more, so we can have an idea of some wonderful things that's happening in the working world. So the company is called Envision Unlimited Community Living Specialist. It's full-time, part-time employment. Both positions are available. Part-time positions consist of Saturday and Sunday hours. Full-time positions hours vary during the week. We are open to both temporary and permanent inquiries for a foreseeable future. 50 open positions in various cities, in various sites, the city and county. And then I am not 1,000% sure what community living specialist actually does. The pay is $14.06 an hour for full-time and $13 an hour for part-time. So if you want more information about the community living specialist, let me know and we can dig together and get that all figured out. The company also, Chicago Electric Boats Customer Service. They are also looking for full-time and part-time employees. They are interested in training for this opportunity, so no experience required. The salary is minimum wage, though, which I believe, don't quote me, is $13 an hour right now. So that's a thing. So let me know if you're interested in any of that as well. In case these are some positions I'm thinking that you maybe scroll past or didn't see when you were going through the job club. Okay. So I'm just looking for one or two more to go over with you, and then I'm going to draw it to a close. There's a job in here that's looking for a graphic designer. Rose, I'm looking at you. If you're interested about this, please let me know. I will definitely send it to you. But the job description, and they're looking for entry-level graphic designers, so they may be willing to train in some of the areas where you feel you need to strengthen yourself. And anybody else, I just know that Miss Rose is a graphic designer. The salary range is $30,000 to $45,000 a year. So if anybody's interested in discussing, it's called Fast Signs of Chicago at O'Hare. It's on Cumberland, so it's a little northwest. But if you're interested in that, let me know. We can work on that together, and we can send the resumes out. FedEx is still looking for people. Okay. Healthcare fields are really looking for people right now. Nurses, LPNs, CNAs, help assistants, help aides. So if you or anybody you know has those credentials or would like to try to venture into that area, let me know so we can try to get you in there. Nabisco sales representative is hiring, $13 to $16 an hour part-time. Sales and merchandisers need a car because you'll be going store to store and merchandising the shelves, i.e. when you go to the grocery store and you see people putting stuff on the shelf, literally, that doesn't work at that particular store. They probably work directly for the company that they're stocking for. And then general floor help sanitation, $18 to $19 an hour. General labor sanitation on site at 7300 South Kedzie, 73rd and Kedzie on the south side. And the Nabisco company is right there. I pass it all the time. It's a huge factory. So if that's something you're interested in, please let me know. Because you can submit your resumes and inquiries to Mondelez Employment Opportunities, and there's an email here. So let me know. We can get your resumes in there. I can't stress enough to get your resumes in there. And so Amazon is hiring for a lot of positions, and I saw the post that Moises put in the chat as many positions as that they're going to have available. But right now, when I tell you I've been searching, I spent 45 minutes on Amazon.com putting in different job descriptions, job titles, looking for Chicago-based employment. And what I'm finding is that most of the jobs as listed on this job flyer is in Crest Hill, Joliet, Romeoville, Lyles, Wheaton, Elmhurst, or Orland Park. I actually only found, of all the thousands of jobs that they have available, I only found one part-time in the Chicago warehouse. So if you are willing to travel to one of those suburbs to work for Amazon, it's $17 an hour or more, and you're earning $2 more, only up until April 30th. We're close to that date now. So $17 an hour. Apply now, start as soon as 7 days. No resume or previous work experience required. So Amazon right now is so busy shipping out supplies and shipping out items until they don't even want to see a resume. They just want you to apply. Costco is hiring for the first time in years. Let me tell you, before all this chaotic things happened, I had a job fair, and I went to 4 Costco's in the city to try to get one of them to come out and talk to the participants, and they said the same thing at all 4 locations. Yeah, we don't really hire like that. No, we appreciate you inviting us, but I don't think we're going to do it this way. So it's for Costco to come out and say that they're hiring several opens, and it's in North Riverside. And North Riverside is not that far from like the Sayre office that you go to all the time. It's a complete online application and forward resume to my contact at North Riverside. So I need you to keep me in the loop with these jobs, you all, so I can make sure that everybody knows that everybody's applying for these jobs, okay? So Costco, Jewel Osco, the Lighthouse. If you know how to type, you can probably go work at the Lighthouse. It's a call center, and they want you to be able to type 25 words or more a minute. So if you do have access to like a Chromebook or a laptop, and if you're interested in that, I suggest you type in on Google free typing classes online, and I guarantee you'll pull up several. I guarantee. Practice your typing if that's something you're interested in. Okay, and we are at 30 minutes, and I like to keep everybody's time in mind when I do these. I will be sending out more jobs. Actually, I just seen something that I do want to say. Pressure Washing Systems is hiring in Cicero, but you have to go to their location to pick up an application, which is kind of crazy. This is a full-time position. No experience is required. However, any pressure washing experience is desired. Training will be provided. So pressure washing is when you have the water hosing and the water comes out super hard, super heavy pressure, and you clean things with it. It might be more than just water, but it looks like water to me when I look at it. So the technicians must, it says bilingual is preferred but not necessary. Be willing to travel out of state if necessary. Be reliable, capable of arriving on time. Read and understand safety plans, routes, and procedures. Be able to work in all weather conditions. Be able to complete projects from beginning to end with limited supervision. So that means when they give you an assignment, they don't want to walk away and come back and you sitting on the side in the corner on Facebook. That is not what that means. Have good communication skills, which is what I'm just going to talk about on my exit. And be able to communicate well with clients. Have the desire to learn quickly and be able to work in a rapid-paced work environment with a growing company. Able to be flexible with hours of operation, willingness to work extra hours and on-call hours. Must have a good work ethic and a very flexible schedule, including weekends. So if this is something that sounds amazing to you, let's talk about it, okay? Okay, and that is going to be like the last job I talk about right now. I'm going to do, what I'm going to start doing is when I get the hot job list, and it's shared with you, I'm going to try. This is a really big try because I'm still working between two different things, and I'm trying to handle my time the best way I can, without burning out or without overdoing, or it's a battle. So maybe twice a week, I'm going to do what's called Hot Job Corner. And I know you saw maybe a post on Facebook that I was trying to do that. And that's when I go through the actual 95 pages or whatever it is and point out jobs and talk about some pros and cons, try to get some feedback. Look, I really feel like that I be talking to dead air, which is a little frustrating. Communication with me, you may not feel is important, but I promise you it's very important. Communication with me is good practice. So when you're working in the work environment, you don't have qualms about someone giving you some instruction or things like that. So when I ask for things via the video or a text, or, whatever I ask for, I'm not asking for it to make you do stuff that you don't want to do. And I'm not doing it because I just have a good time asking you to do things. I'm a busy person too, but I do it because I want to see you succeed. So I would really appreciate it if you took time and do the things that I'm asking you to do. Talk to me. You can send me a message. If it's easier to send me a message, send me a message. And if you send me a message and I don't respond, that means I didn't get it or I didn't get it. So then email me. Shoot me an email. It's one of you and it's one of me, but it's one of me working with over 60 people and you, one person, working with me, one person. So be on me, but please do the stuff that I'm asking. Like I said, I'm doing it to help build you. I'm doing it to help make sure that you feel confident as a job-seeking individual. Okay? So I have been running my mouth for 34 minutes and some change. I'm going to end it here. I will be seeing and talking to you all on Wednesday when I do my midweek check. And hopefully you'll be hearing from me real soon, once or twice a week, when I do Hot Job Corner. I appreciate you all stepping by to listen. Happy quarantine, and I'll talk to you soon.